Look at that, I got the right format this time. The vet asked how her scars were, and I told her, you know, the one on her knee is like a little bit smaller than the size of a dime, but it's sealed. Like, it's closed up, it's not bleeding, there's not proud flesh. It just needs like some hair to cover it. That's how most of her scars are. She told me to come up here and touch her on all of her scars where the girth will go. And if she reacts, don't ride her. If she doesn't react, she wants me to ride her. Now, Avalon, last time she had quite a bit of time off, you guys seen that video, she was bucking with the saddle, and we're on gravel. So, I'm not sure if I'm going to ride her or not today, but the vet wants me to put the saddle on her and work her 15 to 20 minutes, and then take off the saddle and see if it rubbed open her scars. If it rubbed open her scars, clearly she's not ready to be ridden. If it doesn't, then she's ready and good to go. And just go slow, you know, the first few days, which I would anyways. I am going to groom Abby and tack her up and lunge her. Based off how that goes and how I feel, I will decide whether or not I want to ride her. Her scars are pretty healed, so I'm hoping it doesn't rub them open. And I can start riding both my girls again. Okay, excuse my sick voice, but we moved to a larger area where she could canter, and this is her reaction. Now, part of the reason I love this property is it's up and downhill. No. I had to get after Kamani here because she kept trying to knock my phone down. That's just the part that I left in, and then she's got to go do this, and Avalon starts pulling. You gotta love horses. She tries to buck a little bit more there. So that's why I really like their property, is it's a lot of steep slopes. Kamani. I had to get Kamani out of there. Oh, these two. Avalon's trying to buck, Kamani's trying to knock my phone over. It's fun. She starts kind of dragging here. I'm just trying to up the pressure a little bit, get her feet moving. But with these slopes, she tries to drag through me quite a bit, but she really figures out that it's really hard to drag through and buck because of the slopes. Not sure if you guys can really tell how steep it is actually on the video, but it's pretty steep, and you'll see she relaxes pretty good. I'm just trying to apply a little bit more pressure when she attempts to crow hop or buck, or when she's tugging on me, I just apply a bit more pressure Right there, she drug completely through me, so I had to pull. That didn't work, so I popped that lead rope, got her attention on me. She was just kind of all over the place, which I didn't expect it to be perfect. She's had quite a bit of time off, and when I went to go ride her, well, then she decided, I'm going to go through the fence. So, had quite a bit of time off. And I'm just looking for her to relax and not speed through everything like she does. She tugs through, doesn't want to listen today. Perfectly fine. She's got baby brain. She's like, where's my buddy? And she's never been worked in this area. I mean, she's been out here grazing. That's why it's so short. But she's never been worked. So she's like, oh, now Mom's making me go back to work. That's perfectly fine. She'll be 5 in, I always forget, either October or November. Somewhere around there. So she's almost 5 years old. She's still growing. I swear she got taller. And I pretty much just work her until she relaxes. When she can go into the gate that I ask without slowing down, going faster, crow hopping, jerking through me, paying more attention to where's Kamani than what I'm asking. When she lightens and softens is when I will stop. Obviously, I give her rests in between. I don't leave all that in. We moved to a different area here because she started to pay a little bit more attention, and I just kind of wanted to make sure it wasn't a fluke. It wasn't, she had gotten that hill figured out, so she was going to go at the pace that she had figured out. And you can see here, she's doing so much better. She's paying more attention. Oh, I love that picture right there. So beautiful. Excuse my voice, I am sick. But, yeah, she's doing great here. Finally. And you guys will get to see day 2 here in a second. You can see she speeds up a little there. I ask her to stop, pay attention, and back up. Just to get her attention back on me. And I really love this here. Drops her head. Really great. I'm gonna just climb on her because she was doing walk trot good. But I have figured out with Avalon that just because she's good in the walk and trot doesn't mean she's gonna hold it together in the canter. She had ulcer treatment, got time off, got ridden a few times after, then she went through the fence, and that's her first workout back. And I'm glad I didn't get on her, and I'm glad I went into a bigger area to work her a little bit more and give her more room to stretch, because at one point I was actually like, okay, I really don't feel good, but I'm just gonna get on her and go for a walk. I'm glad I didn't. The ground's a little slick and it's very steep. Now, notice I had her on a really long line, and I wasn't pushing and pushing and pushing her. I was asking for each gate, yes, but I wasn't pushing the crap out of her. At the end, she got really responsive, started paying attention to where her feet were a little bit more, and so that's where we ended. She's always kind of been that horse that if you give her more than a few weeks off, you can't just go climb on, because she will buck like that. Or I even have been bucked with her a few times. Thank God that I've never came off or got hurt. It was incredibly steep. So I like my horses to be able to walk, trot, canter up and down hills. And she's already wanting to buck and not pay attention. She's not wanting to pay attention to where her feet are going. She's just wanting to buck and haul butt and run and not pay attention. So you can see just how fast she actually settled down, having to pay attention where her feet were going up and down those hills. Her cinch did not rub any of her scars open. I loved on her where her scars are at before and after I put the saddle on, before and after I worked her. And neither time was she tender, neither time was her wounds open. So that tells me all good things. So yeah, I'll probably come up a couple times a week. I'll probably come up a few times a week and start working with her. And I'm not sure exactly when I'm going to climb on her, but I think it's going to be at least a few more groundwork session times first. So yeah, I think she got worked about 20 minutes. And she breathed in a little heavy when we got done, but it's good for her. And I really like that hilly area because you notice after a few minutes of her pulling through me and bucking and not stopping and not speeding up and not slowing down, that she was like, man, I really have to pay attention. I can't just haul butt and buck because I'm on a slope and I have to pay attention where I'm going. So good thing for her to pay attention where she's going. Day 2, not sure what you guys can see. It's so bright out here. Come on, Abby. Day 2, getting her back into shape, getting her back into work. And we're going to lead her down. There's a bunch of cars up here. They're having some parties going on. So we're going to lead her back down to the other spot that we were at yesterday. Lunch her, see how this goes. And I also brought them a mini watermelon that I'm going to break up for the 2 of them. It's been in the fridge for a few days. It's nice and cold. So I'll see you when we get down there. So we just walked her down. So cinch isn't completely tight. Alright. See how this goes because I forgot my tripod. I'm going to give her the rope. Good. Whoa. Whoa. So I'll reward that, considering how it went yesterday. Back up. Didn't ask to trot. Walk. Good. I know it's uphill, but that don't mean you break gait. Now you can trot. Good. Come on. Good. Whoa. So it took a little bit to get her to go, but that's okay. Right now I got one hand, so she's like, your signals are different, Mom. Whoa. Back. Good. Back a little bit more. Good. Good. That was a better reaction than the last time. A little delayed, but that's alright. Alright. Shh. Try to do a little crow hop there. I'm going to keep her going a little bit into that canter because she wanted to crow hop. Just going to make her work a little bit. Oh! Her main thing right now, I think, is that move your hip. Good. Shouldn't have to go that far around you. Her main thing, I think, right now is Kamani didn't come with her. But that's too bad. There's no excuse for her to delay and not listen and throw a fit. Shh. Go on. Shh. I'm going to let her just kind of work a little bit. Okay. She wanted to kind of do a little crow hop there, so. Getting a little bit of a delayed reaction from her. Keep her moving a little bit. Oh! Back. I know my timing's off having my hands full, but she still understands my vocal cues. But if she's going to want to tug and throw a crow hop and not go or slow down when asked, I'm going to work her a little bit harder, make her pay attention. That's why I like this property. There's a lot of hills. So even though I'm filming for you guys and my cues are off, there's still hills for her to be worked and have to pay attention where her footing is. So, shh. No. Right there. Back up. I asked for a walk. Shh. Good. Let her breathe for a second. Typically, if she would speed up like that without me asking, I would make her go into the next gate. But just want her to pay me a little bit of attention. There you go. And just let her trot out a little bit. Good girl. So no bucking, but some crow hopping. Some ignoring me a little bit and looking for Kamani, not paying attention. Like right there. Went to bump her, and she stopped and looked for Kamani. So right there. Add some pressure to her. We're thinking about crow hopping. Because she is too focused on my buddy's not with me, so I'm going to pitch fit. I honestly think that's what's going on today. Whereas yesterday, I think it's just been a while since she's had the saddle on. I want her to slow her pace. She is just speeding up. I'm just going to apply a little bit of pressure and release. I want her to slow down a little bit. I still want the canter. Good. Whoa. So right there, she slowed down pretty nice. All right. Get your hip over. Thank you. So we're about done. It's probably been another 5 minutes since I filmed. She just kept getting faster and faster, dragging through me. I thought, you know, me not having my phone out, paying more attention to her, she paid more attention to me, but she realized more that Kamani was gone. And all this happened where she was just pulling through me, speeding up without me asking, slowing down without me asking. So we went back and just corrected a few things and got her to where she was going slow and paying attention. One more step. Good. I'm going to have her stand there. I don't have to hold the rope anymore. Yeah. And she definitely worked up a good sweat. I'm not sure if you guys can tell. But she worked up a sweat, which is good. If she's going to drag through and not paying attention, then she's going to get a sweaty workout. Look at this. So sweaty. I'm going to let her stand here with the saddle and just breathe and relax for a few minutes. Instead of just taking her straight up and putting her away with Kamani. You can see she got sweaty. So, just let her stand here with me in the saddle and just chill for a minute. We did actually find her a fly mask, so I'm going to be putting that on with some tape. Yes. She got a good workout. None of her scars are sensitive to the touch or opening from the saddle rubbing down here. So that's great. So she's good to go. The vet said after a couple days, if nothing's rubbing, she's good to go. Nothing rubbing open. She's all sweaty. I'm going to let her breathe for a minute. Right. So the property owners found her fly mask. I'm thinking she might have just rubbed it on something and the zipper came off. Because there's no holes or anything. However, I did buy a mini watermelon to bring them to share. So I put electrical tape over the zipper so that if they go to rub on something, it's not just going to come off. I think they're enjoying that.